6:30 starts now.
The lake effect snow coming down in the area tonight, including downtown. Some places may see up to a foot before this is over.
Heating bills skyrocketing in Northwest Indiana. Some customers telling ABC7 they don't know how they're going to pay for the increase.
And remembering Catherine O'Hara, tributes pouring in tonight after the actress's death. We'll have those stories in just a few minutes, but first we have an AccuWeather alert as the snow continues falling tonight.
Yeah, we have made it to the weekend together. It's coming down outside our State Street studios. It's really pretty out there. You see the sidewalk is all covered up. You see people walking on this Friday. We've made it through to the weekend. It's here, and now we got snow to deal with. This is cuddle up weather and snow shoveling.
Yeah, well, it's been cut off weather for the last 2 weeks as far as that's concerned. But we have seen some a decent accumulation in some places. Morton Grove 3.7 inches, 2.5 in Elmhurst as well as O'Hare. That fell in about a 2-hour time period this afternoon. About 1.5 inches in Downers Grove and 1.2 in St. Charles. I want to show you something on live Doppler 7 Max. There's the first batch of lake effect snow that made it all the way past Morris and continues to push down towards Pontiac. But now we're seeing this band moving through the city, down towards Cicero, up towards Wrigley Field. Right now, the next few hours is when we are going to see the majority of our snow here in the city and on the Illinois side of the line. There's the lake effect snow that's pushing down south of Marseilles and down towards Dwight, and more lake effect snow in northwest Indiana. That's where we have a winter storm warning in effect all the way through 6 p.m. Tomorrow, but I think most of the snow will fall tonight into early tomorrow. In the city and south, we have a winter storm warning until midnight, then a winter weather advisory and a winter weather advisory in effect until 8 o'clock for Lake County and DuPage County. And you can see as we look at the future radar, the heaviest snow by about 9-10 o'clock will be right along the Illinois-Indiana line and into northwest Indiana. Not so much Porter as Lake County, at least initially, and that continues throughout the night. And that's why we're expecting the heaviest accumulation in Indiana. That snow could back into the Chicago downtown area for a brief time tomorrow, but I think the most significant snow is going to fall, at least here in the city, during the next few hours. So be prepared for that. Highs tomorrow, mid-20s. You can see how the snow will come to an end in the morning. But again, the best and the most significant snow here in the city will fall between now and about 9-10 o'clock.
All right, Phil. See you again in a few minutes. You can get the latest forecast anytime with the free ABC7 Chicago News app. Scan that QR code on your screen and you'll get a link to a free download.
NIPSCO customers in northwest Indiana are seeing skyrocketing utility bills in this first month of the new year. In some cases, the bills are tripling. Sarah Schulte talking to impacted customers tonight.
Last fall, NIPSCO warned customers their winter bills may go up by 16%, but some say the increase is much higher than that, forcing them to make choices on what bills to pay. Candles are lit. Lights are off. The fire is going all day. The thermostat is never above 67 degrees. Despite these cost-saving measures, Terry and Ron Achterhoffs cannot afford this month's NIPSCO bill.
We don't live beyond our means. We live comfortable. He's worked all his life, and now this.
This is a NIPSCO bill that skyrocketed this month.
And I screamed my lungs out. It was $1,447 for 1 month. 1 month.
Terry Achterhoff says her bill started at $320 last spring, went up to $523 in June, and last month it jumped to $877, and now it's over $1,400. Her husband has diabetes and other health issues. His medication costs hundreds of dollars a month. The big NIPSCO bill has put the retired Chesterton couple in a position where they must make choices.
I can't make a choice on my diabetes medicine. I can't, otherwise I pass away. You know, I have to have my 4 shots a day and my pills and stuff.
The Achterhoffs are far from being alone. NIPSCO bills have gone up for so many Northwest Indiana customers. A Facebook page called NIPSCO Monopoly Madness has been created. The state of Indiana has approved a series of compounding electric and natural gas rate hikes in recent years. NIPSCO received approval for a 16.3% increase for the next 2 years. The utility company offered to help the Achterhoffs, but only if they met requirements like facing eviction or behind on their mortgage.
Why do I have to wait till I lose my house and give up what he's worked so hard for?
NIPSCO is referring customers to its website for financial support or budget plans. A written statement reads in part, quote, "We understand that some customers are seeing higher than normal bills, and we want to know we hear them. We know this is frustrating, and we care about what they're experiencing." End quote.
Our age, we should be content with our life. Right now, we're fighting everything. We're fighting everything.
Customer protests against NIPSCO are planned. There is one taking place on Sunday at NIPSCO's Gary office and another next Wednesday at the company's headquarters in Maryville. In Gary, Sarah Schulte, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Sarah, thanks. There's breaking news out of Washington. The Senate approving a bill to continue funding the federal government, but it won't be enough to stop a partial government shutdown. It was held up in part due to objections over funding for the Department of Homeland Security. The bill, which got bipartisan approval, needed to be approved by both chambers by midnight to avoid a shutdown. But the House is not expected to vote on the measure until Monday evening. And protesters across the U.S. are calling for a nationwide strike against the Trump administration's immigration crackdown in Minneapolis. Organizers are calling for no work, no school, no shopping today. Massive crowds taking to the streets in Los Angeles. Look at this video from the news helicopter at our sister station, a KABC. Growing rally outside LA City Hall. Teens from several area high schools also joined those picket lines.
And here in Chicago, some businesses and customers are joining that national shutdown. Our Jasmine Miner has that part of the story.
It's a protest done in solidarity all day long from Daley Plaza to Roscoe Village. Chicagoans joined a nationwide movement to fight back against Trump's immigration crackdown. That fight also meant businesses closing their doors.
It's scary to see, people with guns walking through the streets and, giant groups of convoys of vehicles just cruising through side streets.
Jason Deichler is the co-owner of the Brood Coffee Shop in Avondale. It was one of many businesses to join the strike, along with Bric-a-Brac Records and Call and Response Bookstore in Hyde Park. Earlier this week, President Trump claimed he wanted to de-escalate the tension in Minneapolis by pulling out ICE agents. But on Thursday night, he had this exchange with a reporter.
Will you be pulling back immigration enforcement agents out of Minnesota?
We want to keep our country safe. We'll do whatever we can to keep our country safe.
So you're not pulling back?
No, not at all.
Business owners we talked to today say ICE agents need to go for good.
Unfortunately, the system we seem to be in, everyone kind of just only listens to the money.
I have the weight of an entire team that I feel that if I don't do the right thing, they're going to be severely impacted.
Others, like Jessica Purges, co-owner of Taco Lawn, kept their doors open today as they try to financially support the families of immigrants, many of which they employ.
We're just trying to survive right now, is what it is. That, truth be told, all the independent restaurants and businesses are just trying to survive.
Between hefty wages and employees afraid to come to work because of ICE, Purchase says she hopes more in the community will continue to support Latino-owned businesses until more change is made.
This administration has to go.
Jasmine Miner, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Jasmine, thank you. Tributes and remembrances tonight after the passing of actress Catherine O'Hara. Her agent confirming she died at her home in Los Angeles following a brief illness.
Well, she got her start with Second City's location in Toronto before becoming a huge star on some memorable comedy shows. ABC's Jacqueline Lee has more.
Merry Christmas, sweetheart. From Kevin's beleaguered mom in the movie Home Alone. Oh, Kevin, I'm so sorry. To Moira Rose in the TV show Schitt's Creek.
Oh no, I just finally cried myself to sleep.
Catherine O'Hara made her roles unforgettable, winning an Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy in 2020.
And though these are the strangest of days, may you have as much joy being holed up in a room or two with your family as I had with my dear Roses. Thank you so much.
A little gasoline, low torch. And many will remember her as stepmom Delia Dietz in Beetlejuice.
Careful, that's my sculpture. And I don't mean mine and I bought it, I mean I made it. It's my sculpture.
And as Cookie Fleck in the mockumentary Best in Show.
I kept saying, I can't dance, I've got two left feet. I
thought he was kidding.
But I wasn't.
And the Apple TV comedy The Studio.
Well, I don't recognize any of them.
They're influencers. Most of them don't even go inside. They just make their red carpet TikToks and leave.
Her Home Alone co-star Macaulay Culkin posting a sweet remembrance today. Mama, I thought we had time. See you later. O'Hara was born in Toronto, Canada. She is survived by her sons Matthew and Luke and her husband Beau Welch. O'Hara was 71. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News, Los Angeles.
We're reminiscing about all the things we loved her in, including back in the day, SCTV. You used to watch it?
Right. Oh, absolutely. And reruns still come on now. And she talked about, there was an interview last year and they asked her what was her favorite role, because of course she's done so many things. Very powerful answer. She said, my best role was mother. Yeah. And then he said, the questioner said, well, what about not being a mother, but acting roles? She said, the wife of my husband,
right,
who she met on Beetlejuice set for sure.
Her humor back in those SCTV days with Rick Moranis, John Candy was in there for a while. I mean, some global
Eugene
stars,
Levy as
Eugene
well,
Levy, who we were talking continued to act together.
Right. She said that was the only reason she did her latest project, Schitt's Creek, because he convinced her. She wasn't really on board, but he convinced her to be a part of it.
Pretty well.
And then she won an Emmy for it, for sure.
Stuff. She'll be missed.
Yeah, what a legacy.
She'll leave us smiling, though, that's for
sure.
All
right. Well, still to come tonight, the Department of Justice releasing millions of files related to Jeffrey Epstein.
American skier Lindsey Vonn airlifted off a mountain after a bad crash. What she's saying tonight about her Olympic dreams.
And later on, we'll show you a fun way to escape the winter weather this weekend. You got to stay tuned. It will make you feel warm all over. We'll be right back.
A judge rules federal prosecutors can't seek the death penalty against Luigi Mangione. He's accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Today, the judge dismissed a federal murder charge that allowed prosecutors to seek the death penalty. She also said prosecutors can use evidence collected from Mangione's backpack during his arrest. His lawyers had argued the search of the backpack was illegal. And jury selection in this federal case is set to begin as September 8th.
The Department of Justice today is saying it has released millions of files on the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Congress last year passing a law requiring them to do so. ABC's Olivia Rubin has the latest tonight on the release.
Today, the Department of Justice says it's releasing 3 million more files on Jeffrey Epstein. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche says it includes 2,000 videos and more than 150,000 images.
The 2,000 videos and 180,000 images are not all videos and images taken by Mr. Epstein or someone around him. They include large quantities of commercial pornography and images that were seized from Epstein's devices.
Among the new records, a chart showing Epstein's connections to various employees and associates, many redacted.
To protect victims, we redacted every woman depicted in any image or video, with the exception of Ms. Maxwell. We did not redact images of any men, unless it was impossible to redact the woman without also redacting the man.
Maxwell referring to Ghislaine Maxwell, a convicted co-conspirator. DOJ previously faced criticism over its redaction of the files, but Blanche, formerly Trump's personal attorney, saying the White House was not involved in any decisions on redactions or what would and not be released, adding no effort was made to protect the president.
We complied with the act, and there is no We did not protect President Trump. We didn't protect or not protect anybody.
Images of Trump were contained in previously released files released without any context. His longtime friendship with Epstein was well known, but the president has denied any knowledge of crimes.
Everybody knew this man. He was all over Palm Beach. He has photos with everybody. I mean, almost there are hundreds and hundreds of people that have photos with him, so that's no big deal. I know nothing about it.
Now, lawmakers already questioning what documents were withheld after Blanche said approximately 3.5 million files have been released out of 6 million total.
And now Representative Ro Khanna, a Democrat from California, asking why are the rest of the documents being withheld, saying he will review them closely and noting withholdings only, quote, shield the powerful individuals who were involved. Olivia Rubin, ABC News, New York.
And President Trump says he'll nominate Kevin Warsh to be the next chair of the Federal Reserve. Warsh previously served as a Fed governor. He would replace current chair Jerome Powell, whose term expires in May. President Trump's been critical of Powell for not cutting interest rates more quickly. And the DOJ recently launched a criminal investigation into Powell over renovation costs at the Fed headquarters.
American skier Lindsey Vonn says that her Olympic dream is not over despite a serious crash. Now, this happened just a week before the start of the Winter Games. She crashed during a warm-up race in Switzerland, injuring her knee. Vonn said in a social media post she is talking with her doctors and her team. She left skiing back in 2019 due to injuries.
I hope she recovers.
Yes, we sure do.
Well, let's take another live look outside. It is really snowing downtown. It's coming down. How long the winter weather is going to hang around? That's our storm tracker parked and seeing some snow as well. Your AccuWeather alert forecast is next.
You know when it's sideways, it's coming down hard, though. But they say, you know, the weight of someone's heart is through their stomach. Yeah, you know that old theory. Our restaurant is putting that theory to the test. One restaurant. Oh, on this Valentine's Day, you can kind of figure it out a little bit by that tease.
It's a weird one, but I know what I'm getting you.
Well, oh, really? Okay. The race for the U.S. Senate is heating up as we get closer to the March primary. Well, last night, the three Democratic frontrunners took center stage right here in our ABC7 State Street studios for a high-stakes forum on the future of our country. They tackled tough questions on immigration, the economy, and affordability. Now, if you missed the discussion, you can catch the full forum tonight on ABC7. That's coming up right after our newscast at 10 o'clock, or you can watch it wherever you stream ABC7. And looking ahead, we will host another forum with the Republican candidates. That's going to happen on Wednesday, February 11th.
You can stay inside and watch the three of us at 10 and then enjoy the forum.
Right.
At 10:35.
That would be perfect. A lot of people are going to be inside because Phil has been talking about it's going to come down and affect a lot of people's traveling.
And that sidewalk was clear like an hour ago. And so walk carefully downtown and other parts where it's really coming down. It's the good example of the lake effect when it starts hitting. it doesn't stop.
I noticed though today it felt a little warmer. Did you feel a little warmer today? Like
20s for a little while, Phil. That's
18 was the high. I mean, you know it's been brutal.
Felt like 20.
It's warmer. But you know, the snow we've had so far is probably about a half an inch here in about 20 minutes. The good news, it's not going to last all that long here in the city. So I think total snowfall here in the city will be on the order of 1 to 2, maybe 3 inches of snow. The lake snow in Illinois is going to shift to the east. The heaviest snow here in the city between now and 9 p.m. After 10 p.m., that's when all the really heavy snow will be falling in northwest Indiana. We're talking about snowfall rates in northern Lake and Porter counties of 1 to 2 inches per hour. So total snowfall for you folks in northwest Indiana, 5 to 10 inches. On the Illinois side of the border, anywhere from 2 to 6 inches with lighter amounts the farther north and west you go. Matter of fact, excuse me, if you're much north and west of O'Hare, you're pretty much done with the accumulating snow. Here's a look at the HRR model showing some additional, maybe an inch in Evanston if we get more onshore flow. I think even Evanston, you might be pretty much done with the snow, but far from done in northwest Indiana. This is the area of greatest concern, anywhere from 5 to 6 inches according to this model, and I think that's slightly underdone for you people in like places like Lake Station as well as Portage and maybe Hobart as well. That's where we do have the winter storm warning in effect until 6 p.m. It's in effect until midnight from the city on south. But again, I think the most significant snow is going to fall here in the city in the next hour or so, and that will be it. But we'll probably end up with a couple of inches in a very short time. This winter weather advisory is about to be canceled as we're seeing the snow end across the north and northwest suburbs and even the western suburbs for that matter. Here in the city, there's the darker blue showing up. But notice you get much more north of Wrigley Field and the snow has ended, but the dark blue down towards Hyde Park where it's snowing heavily now, over towards Cicero and just south of Cicero down towards Oak Lawn. We go into northwest Indiana. Spotty snow right now, but that will be increasing as we get closer to 9, 10 o'clock. High today, 18 degrees officially at O'Hare. We picked up 2.5 inches of snow, most of that falling in about a 2-hour period during the afternoon. 15 degrees, mostly cloudy skies right now officially at O'Hare. It feels like just 1 degree with that north wind at 13. 16 in Evanston, 19 in Gary, 15 right now in Maryville. Mainly the teens across the entire Midwest. There's plenty of wintry weather, but not so much in the Great Lakes area. You can see that lake effect snow. That's about it for the Midwest. But look where there's winter storm warnings. Atlanta, through much of eastern Georgia, all of South Carolina, and all of North Carolina, some places 4 to 8 inches of snow, even coastal Carolina. That's pretty unusual for places like Charleston and Myrtle Beach. Back around our area, we're watching this high pressure system. The air's getting squeezed between this high and this low. That's why we're getting this almost due north flow, and with plenty of cold air, that sets us up for lake effect. There you see the lake effect continuing. This is 3:45 in the morning. This is the area of greatest concern. Right where I-65 meets I-80, Gary, Chesterton, this area right here will see the most significant snow. Could back in briefly into the city for a while tomorrow morning, but any additional accumulations tomorrow in the city will be light. High tomorrow afternoon as the snow ends, 24. As we head into Sunday, we'll start with a few clouds, then we'll break into bright sunshine, a high of 27, with clouds increasing late in the day. Monday, nothing more than a passing flurry on Groundhog Day. Kind of a gray day, but look at that high. Up to 31 degrees, still a few degrees below normal, but a lot better than it has been for the past several weeks. So lows tonight, 7 to 16. The lake snow showers shift into northwest Indiana. Heavy amounts of snow in northern Lake and Porter counties. Tomorrow, maybe some lake snow showers in the morning. That will diminish with partial sunshine developing, highs from 22 to 26. Here's your extended outlook, and you can see a quiet week for much of next week. A few flurries and snow showers possible Tuesday night, nothing big, and a few flurries on Monday. Friday, we could see some light snow or even a light mix as temperatures get up to 34 balmy degrees.
Ooh,
wow.
A week from today, it's going to be nice. Short
34.
sleeve weather.
Just going to feel very hot.
That's just normal. 34 is about typical by that day.
Okay.
We like that. All right. And you know that you can always get the latest forecast anytime, everybody, with the free ABC7 Chicago News app. Just scan the QR code right there on your screen for a link so you can download. I don't have any beef with you guys because Valentine's Day is just over 2 weeks away. So Longhorn Steakhouse, it's getting into the jewelry business. All right. The restaurant chain is launching it's what it's calling a limited edition of steak commitment rings made with real Longhorn steak and seasoning. Now, the stones are designed to match your preferred temperature from rare to well done. The rings go on sale next Wednesday. They are $50, including shipping. I think this is so creative for the love of your life who has everything.
Right. Are they really made out of steak?
That's what I asked. How does it stay?
No, it's the stone is going to be the color of the way you like your steak.
Which is what? How are you going to take it?
Medium rare, but I don't want it.
Well, they just showed that.
Right.
I'm medium well.
Okay.
So it's going to look like.
Are you going to cook us dinner?
No, he's a master griller.
Yeah, well,
I grill and smoke.
Yeah, thank you.
He's the best.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're
All
too
right.
sweet.
What if you do that? Does that mean you love them more if you grill it and then
make a ring out of it?
Yeah.
No.
I'm thinking.
I would just want to take a bite if it was real.
You got the perfect gift for Wendy coming up.
Just really eat meat. So.
Honey, I got you a steak.
Yeah, right. What'd you get me? Well,
Oh, that's so romantic.
Steak ring. It's pretty funny, and it's got us talking.
Yeah.
But I don't get it.
Does it smell?
See,
it's a rock. You made it clear to us.
Okay.
It's a stone.
I'm gonna get one. We can get it for $50.
All right, we got to move on.
Yeah, we got to look at this
beef here.
Big events here in the city. There's some good ones.
Yeah, a lot going on. And meet one of the youngest competitors ready to go for the Best in Show. Well, that's Best in Breed at the Westminster Show. We like that. We'll be right back.
If you're looking to embrace the winter weather this weekend, we've got some ideas for you in today's Weekender.
It's going to be gorgeous in all the snow. So first up, everybody, things are getting cool in Downers Grove. The annual Ice Festival starts today with more than 60 sculptures. So check it out. Oh, that's sweet.
It looks fun. They won't melt either. And if you want even more ice art, live sculpting is back in Lakeview and Roscoe Village this weekend. You can watch master carvers transform giant blocks of ice into one-of-a-kind creations. It's pretty cool to watch.
Yeah,
They're
that
so
is
talented.
fun. I'd like to try that someday. And if you really are mentally done with all the winter, let's go take you to an escape inside. Discover Boating Chicago Boat Show at Rosemont at the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center. Just looking at that makes me think it's nice. Well, this weekend's also the premier dog show in America.
Danny New introduces you to one of the youngest competitors at the Westminster Dog Show. Take a look.
The giant schnauzer.
This weekend, the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show returns to New York for its 150th competition.
Stop there.
Which this year will feature 12-year-old Kennedy Green and her pal Lincoln.
Are you nervous at all? Are you just game-faced, bro?
I'm a little nervous.
Well, she may be a little nervous, but this California native has worked hard to get here. Traveling all over the country in 2025 to qualify for the Junior Showmanship competition at Westminster. However, Lincoln will also be competing for the Pekingese Best of Breed, so she'll be going up against the adults, too. Over the past 2 years, Kennedy and Lincoln have homed in on all sorts of facets required for this competition, such as grooming.
I wash Lincoln, and that takes about 2 hours. So
I can see why.
But also athleticism. I spoke with Kennedy's physical rehab veterinarian, Dr. Kelly Fishman, who's coached her on different exercises to help Lincoln fit his quote-unquote breed standard.
He's going to stand on it. And as he's standing on it, he's building balance, he's building core strength, which is really important to Pekingese because they have to have a little hourglass, pear-shaped.
Kennedy also walked me through how to brush Lincoln's luscious coat, which she says needs to be, quote, refluffed when the judges are done evaluating him.
you just kind of want to brush up and kind of fan the tail out down the side.
But when Kennedy and Lincoln wake up in the city of dreams in a few days, would she rather, if she had her choice, come away winning juniors or best in show?
Probably best in show.
But both could be good.
Yeah.
She's very humble about the whole thing, even though there are only about 100 kids who qualify for juniors, and a considerable amount of them are between ages 16 and 18, and Kennedy is 12. You go, Kennedy! In New York, for ABC News, I'm Danny New.
Thanks, Danny. I feel like you want to add something.
I don't. I've got.
You guys both have dogs.
I just wonder where the pug was.
Yeah.
Right. And Catherine O'Hara from Best in
I know.
Show.
That was one of the best.
So funny. We're back at 10.